Hey, good evening. Red Sox collector Dan McGraw here. After a brief absence from making videos, but for a very good reason. Um, and it's card related. Um, I have not made a video in over 2 weeks anyway, or posted a video anyway in over 2 weeks. One of the last videos that I did was basically, and I'm sorry because I've kind of repeated this in the previous videos, but was what would I want to do if I didn't collect Red Sox cards and I went kind of to the other side of the table and became a dealer? What kind of a sports card, you know, business would I want to operate? Would I want to be a flipper? Would I want to be a case breaker? Would I want to be a singles dealer? Would I want to have a shop? Would I want to be a show dealer? There's all kinds of different things that you can do in this hobby. And I said that because I've been a big fan of theirs for a long time and a long time customer of theirs, that I said I wanted to be like the Burbank sports cards of the Northeast. And while that's such a far-fetched, I don't want to even say dream, but very unrealistic, because they are out in California. They have over 42 million cards in their warehouse, and they do all sports. They do some non-sports stuff now. I'm a follower of theirs on Instagram, and I've been watching them, their videos probably for, I don't know, 8 or 9 months anyway. And I don't miss any videos because the owner gives a lot of good advice about how to run a sports card business. And he's seen it all, he's done it all, he's been in the business for over 40 years. I've been a collector for 40 years, and I've done a little bit of everything. I've bought and sold on eBay, been a long-time Sport Lots buyer. I bought on ComC. I used to set up in shows when I was younger, and now I focus my collection on the Red Sox. In the last 2.5 weeks, I have not bought one Red Sox card, but I have been buying other things. Let me explain. My hobby, if you will, has kind of shifted gears a little bit into more of how can I make this make money for me. And with any business, you have to look at what are your options. What do you want to do, and what are your options? Well, I like selling individual cards. My business model would be something like a Burbank Sports Cards that caters to the collectors, not necessarily buying high-end cards and flipping them for 5 or 10%, but because they're so expensive, you make good money off that 5 or 10%. That's not really, wouldn't want to do that solely, because you have to tie up a lot of money. And those cards in the marketplace right now, even though most people have acknowledged that the market has softened big time over the past couple months, it has. There's no doubt about it. You've seen it. But it's that high-end new stuff that seems to be the stuff that's leveled off quite a bit, and in a lot of cases dropping in value because of PSA. PSA is horrible for the hobby, I'm sorry. All those cards that were sitting in PSA's warehouse are now being processed and sent back to collectors, and from what I'm seeing in videos, that they're getting a lot stricter on their grading. So but there are still a lot of cards that are coming back 10s. And the market is getting saturated with some of this newer stuff. And I'm not talking about numbered cards that are numbered to 3 or 5 or 10. Those are always going to have their rarity and their scarcity. But I'm talking about base cards, and parallel cards that seem to be plenty of them out there. And that seems to be what's kind of dropping. And that's what a lot of people have gotten into the hobby to do, is to speculate and buy a card for $1,000 and then try to flip it for $1,200 and then move on to something else. I've been watching a ton of YouTube videos from a couple of different dealers who they pay a high percentage for quality stuff, and then they try to flip it right away and make a little bit, and then they move on to the next thing. And you see these people at shows coming up to these dealers. These are kids, young kids, 19, 20, 25 years old, whatever, that have the PSA carrying case, whatever you want to call it, full of slabs of high-end rookie cards of a lot of basketball. Basketball seems to be the hot thing in the hobby, has been for quite a while. And they're they're looking to get $1,000 for a PSA 10 parallel of a guy that I've never heard of them because I don't follow basketball anymore. But it just seems crazy to me that, they know the populations. They know it's a pop 3, it's a pop 5, it's a pop 1. To each their own. I mean, that's cool, I guess, if you like that kind of stuff. But that's not what I'm looking to do in the hobby. And I've seen all this stuff on videos. And yeah, it would be cool to be able to buy a card for, $500 and flip it for $700 and make $200, just because you're a dealer, so to speak, and you can buy it and have the ability to buy it. So anyway, I've gotten off topic slightly, not really, but let me simplify. What I decided to do is I wanted to start reselling cards, and I wanted to do it online, so I'd have a huge customer base. I live here in Little Lewiston, Maine. We have no card stores in the state of Maine. We have nothing in the state of Maine. We have a local coin and jewelry store, which is where I get all my supplies, and I actually bought a couple boxes this past week because I was on vacation from work and I wanted to try to see what I could get. And that's about all they have. They don't sell singles. They're the only game in town, so their prices tend to be a little bit higher than what you can buy them online for, but it's a convenience thing. If you want them right then and there, don't want to pay shipping, you can drive over and pick one up. And I didn't want to be buying boxes and trying to resell them for a profit. Going to Walmart and Target and buying blaster boxes and reselling them for a profit. It's just so much work and a lot of hassle, to be honest with you. But that's what some people like to do. I decided I wanted to sell single cards. Now I don't have a ton of inventory. I have my Red Sox duplicates, and I have a lot of 2021 stuff that I've been pulling out of blasters that were gifted to me, and I have my Hall of Famers that I was accumulating for a while, and I had some duplicates from some big lots that I bought, and a few boxes that I had opened, and I said, well, you gotta start somewhere. So I just decided, okay, now who am I going to sell with? The big 3 options out there are ComC, Beckett Marketplace, and Sport Lots. Well, in my mind, I knew right away pricing. What would make me the highest per se? Probably ComC. They don't really have anything. When I search Red Sox cards, I think the lowest card that they have now is like 58 cents or 63 cents. Some odd number. Plus, you have to ship all your cards to ComC. They handle everything. You don't have to deal with shipping and all that. So that has a benefit. But I ruled that out immediately. ComC's customer service is terrible. They're slow now. They've really gone downhill a lot, and their pricing is just ridiculous. So I just decided, no, I don't want anything to do with ComC. So I contacted Beckett, and I did a little research, and a lot of people said, if you're not a high-volume dealer, don't even bother with Beckett, because they're going to kill you with fees. They're going to charge you a monthly service charge, and it's just not worth it. And I've never found that Beckett's database has been all that accurate. I mean, it's accurate, but you could say to 99.8% probably, but I've never really been happy with Beckett's customer service and their database. I love the sellers on the Beckett Marketplace. I've had great experiences there, and thought, well, do I want to become one? So I wrote them, got a response in a couple days, and they basically kind of have tiers of how you can sell. And the lowest tier, which is where I would obviously have to start on, was, I believe, right around a $40 a month flat fee. And I'm like, there's all my profit, I guarantee, because I'd be starting this at ground zero, no feedback, nothing. Nobody knows who I am. I'm like, how am I going to do this? It's going to take me forever to get all these cards sorted and listed, and then start seeing sales coming back in. And right out of the gate, I got to pay $40 just for the privilege. So I then researched Sport Lots, and Sport Lots, as if you don't know what Sport Lots is, sportlots.com. It's a marketplace of thousands of sellers who sell their cards starting at 18 cents a card. That's significantly cheaper, roughly a third of the price of the low prices on the Beckett Marketplace, and like I said, it's close to a quarter of the price of what ComC charges. Well, Sport Lots definitely, I've always liked their database, and it seemed pretty simple to order from. There's some downfalls to Sport Lots, but ultimately I applied for a seller account, and I actually applied for it several months ago. I say several, probably 3 months ago, and I never realized that I actually was set up with a seller account until I went on there about 3 weeks ago and saw that in the sell category that I had the opportunity to add inventory, to do auctions. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm signed up. They don't charge anything. They charge you on sales, and they have tiered sales levels. So when I looked at what their fee percentages were for sales, I said, well, it's going to be a long process getting started. I could use in my seller description, I can include my eBay feedback for people to be able to go on and see that I've been on eBay since 1999, and I said I've been a long-time Sport Lots buyer, and now I want to become a seller. And it was when I saw that night is when I made the decision. I'm going with Sport Lots, and I'm going to start becoming a reseller. So I immediately started listing cards on Sport Lots, and my goal ultimately was to be immediately right out of the gate. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I got to sort all the cards I have. I got to get them listed on the site, which isn't really that hard. And then I have to go in and they automatically price everything at 18 cents, which is the lowest you can sell for, and then you can determine your price from there. So I started doing some comparisons, and I didn't do like eBay comps because we're talking about a lot of common cards and base cards and minor inserts and parallels and things like that. And I decided along the way that I'll put a few things on Sport Lots auctions to kind of see how they do, because I've always noticed the Sport Lot auction prices seem to be higher than Beckett, but they seem to be, a lot of people sell like large lots of cards, and the prices that people get seem to be really good because people on eBay are more interested in buying singles and things. Well, so I tried a couple cards on Sport Lots auctions and sold them, and I comped them out to eBay, and they were very comparable to what they would have sold on eBay. And the sales actually went towards my store sales. Well, I now today have over 16,000, closing in on 17,000 different cards listed on Sport Lots. And that has been through a ton of hard work. It has been all day on my vacation. Fortunately for me, in order to do this, the timing was good. I had the time to do it. My wife, unfortunately, we couldn't coordinate our vacations, so she's actually on vacation starting tomorrow, and I go back to work tomorrow. And I just basically spent the whole week getting cards sorted and put in order. Now, you say 16,000 cards. I have not entered any of my Red Sox duplicates yet. And I have been buying lots of cards on eBay exclusively so far. I made a purchase on the Facebook Marketplace today of a box of all inserts and parallels from 2021 Donruss. Again, I started this at the end of last month. I want to say around the 23rd, 24th is when I first started entering inventory. Now, they do it at the end of the month. They tally your sales, and they send you a payment at the end of the month based on your sales. Again, here I am thinking there's thousands of Sport Lots sellers. Sport Lots doesn't really market themselves. I researched them on social media. They have a Facebook page that they haven't posted on, I think, in close to 3 years. They have an Instagram page that does nothing, and they don't do anything on YouTube. And I'm thinking to myself, this company does not have the right people running it. They don't do any promotion. So I knew going in, I'm going to have to promote myself to do this. So, like I said, I created a Facebook page, and I think it's called Sport Lot Seller DRM 52574. I've done nothing with it so far. I did create an Instagram account, and I believe it's Dance Cards 1974. I got my first 2 followers today. I posted a couple of videos on there because that seems to be where the best bang for your buck, so to speak, is. I am going to do another YouTube channel. I'm not going to do it on this channel because my following is kind of limited on this channel, and I'm still going to show Red Sox stuff when I get it. I've got a bunch of stuff in the other room. I have picked up stuff since I last did a video. I just haven't even sorted through it yet. I've been so busy with this other project. So, but what's amazing about this is I just printed another stack of invoices. I've got my sorting table back out behind me. You can see all those papers. Those are all individual Sport Lots orders that have come in since this morning. And It is July 18th. I have 55 orders that I've already processed on Sport Lots. The last 4 or 5 days, I've been getting 4 or 5 orders every day, ranging from 1 card. I have a 50 card order back there, and I have a 65 card order back there. And they're not all 18 cents. I have picked up a lot of cool cards by large lots on eBay that are clearly being sold by breakers who are going on and they're only pulling out the high-end stuff and they're leaving everything else in. And I'm pulling out a lot of cards that are selling on Sport Lots for between $1 and $7 or $8. And I'm researching each set as I enter it. It's taking a lot of time. And I'm pricing my cards a little bit lower than everybody else's. And I am just blown away by the support that I'm getting on this site. Like I said, I just finished printing invoices for basically this afternoon because I printed out a couple this morning, and I've pulled 55 orders. I have a lot of repeat buyers already, which is great. I've had 10 feedbacks. I have a bunch of stuff that I sent out on Tuesday that probably is starting to trickle into people. I sent out about 18 pieces, I think, 18 packages on Tuesday, and I sent out about another dozen yesterday morning, and I'm going to be sending out, like I said, I think I've got 9 orders behind me that I'm going to try to get done tonight. It's a ton of work. But I'm having so much fun with it. I really am. It's so cool to buy these large lots of cards. And what have I been buying? 2021 stuff I can sell all day long. Inserts, parallels, even base cards, rookie cards. Been selling a lot of Donruss, a lot of Topps Series 2. Stadium Club has been going very well. Panini, Topps Series 1, everything 2021 is going well, even some 2020 stuff. Because I'm pricing it reasonably and I'm trying to get it shipped out as quick as I can. And so I've been buying large lots of those things, and I've got quite an accumulation going now. It's a lot of fun. I just got a box in today, FedEx, of about 2,000 cards from 1973 to 1981 Topps. It's heavy on 79, 80, and 81 Topps, but there's probably about 75 to 100 73s, about the same amount of 74s. There's probably about 40 or 50 75s, probably 100 or so 76s and 77s, 78s. 79 is probably a couple hundred. I got a 155 card lot of 79s that I got in yesterday. I'm focusing on new stuff, and I'm trying to bring in some vintage stuff. I'm buying small lots that have good appeal. I got 3 separate lots of 65 Topps high numbers, like 38 cards total, that I got real good deals on and got combined shipping, and I'm going to break those down and sell them as singles on eBay in all likelihood. I'm not going to put them on my Sport Lot store, even though I probably could sell them. What I'm trying to do is do videos, focusing and showing, okay, I'm going to be adding these cards to the site. I just got in a bunch of 70s cards in, VG Excellent. They're not mint, but they were so cheap that I couldn't pass them up. So I'll price them cheaply. I'll price them maybe at 20 cents a card and try to move them. A lot of semi-stars in there, unmarked checklists, leader cards, things like that. But it's so much fun. I'm having so much fun sorting cards again. So that's what I'm doing. I'm on Sport Lots. My ID is DRM52574. So if you're looking for anything, check me out. Like I said, my selection is limited, and I'm only baseball. I'm not doing any other sports. If I do get into other sports, it's going to be single cards that I know I can flip, rookie cards, stuff that I know that I don't have to spend a lot of time on comping, or that I'll comp obviously before I buy. But I'm just so excited, and I'm always looking to add inventory. So I haven't really gotten into advertising that I'm buying stuff. I'm focusing on eBay right now, but I am going to probably put some local ads up, that I'm buying collections and accumulations and things like that, because in order to continue to be successful, or to be successful, because I'm not successful, I'm going to be losing money on this venture for a while, simply because I have to buy inventory, and I'm going to buy large lots, and it's going to take a long time to sell through some of this stuff. Some of the stuff I'll never sell, and I understand that. But if I can make a good profit on individual cards based on, okay, like if I'm buying a large lot of modern stuff, I don't want to be into it for more than 3 or 4 cents a card, honestly. because a lot of those cards are not going to sell, and if I can make a couple bucks here and a couple bucks there, you know, it'll add up over time. So far in July, I brought my tier percentage down of what my charges will be, down considerably from what they were in the short time I was on July in June. So that's good. I am a quarter away, 25 cents in sales away from moving down 4 more percentage points in fees that they're going to take out. So my wife laughs at me because she says, "How many of those orders are for 18 cents?" And I said, "There's some of them, no doubt." And she says, "You're going to spend all that time." And I said, "You've got to start somewhere." My wife, I love her dearly. She's not overly supportive of my hobby. She doesn't mind that I do it, but she, you know, her feelings wouldn't be hurt at all if I just sold everything and just went cold turkey. But I can't do that. And I explained to her what I'm doing, and she kind of rolled her eyes at me and said, "You know, just don't get carried away. I know better than to get carried away." But I'm full throttle, pedal to the metal on this, and it's a part-time gig because I'm still going to be working my job. I'm going back this week to a 70-hour work week. I already know that going in, so it's going to be hard to accomplish a whole lot. So I really put the pedal to the metal today to get as many cards onto the site as I could, and I'll do a little bit each night when I get home, and that's all I can do. But 55 orders, I'm just so impressed by that. And, very blessed that, and a little overwhelmed, to be honest with you. I never would have expected this many orders out of the gate this quickly. As a new seller, just crazy, because SportLots also doesn't, like, when you click on a card, so let's say I'm looking in front of me at one of my invoices. I had a gentleman that bought 2021 Bowman base Shohei Ohtani's, okay? I had 7 of them. He bought all 7 of them. And I'm looking at that saying, okay, that's not a whole lot of money that I'm going to make on that, but you know what? I didn't pay more than a couple cents a card. I'll turn that around. You know, I bought, what did I buy? It was an 800 count lot of Heritage cards that I paid $1.25 for the lot on eBay, plus shipping. But I bought 3 other lots and combined the shipping, which, I mean, you can't beat that. And I'm looking at that, I'm going to make my money back on that lot with that one sale right there. And that's not from that lot, but just as an example. So, but it's a ton of work. It really is. It's sorting cards, trying to get them labeled. I mean, I got stacks next to me that are just crisscrossed because they're all 2 cards from this set, 1 card from this set, you know, inserts and parallels and stuff. But while I'm entering cards, I'm checking, and I'm up. You got 2 more orders. You know, it's so much fun. So, just a thought for those of you out there: you can supplement your, and that's all it's going to be. It's going to be a supplemental, you know, to my collecting. You know, maybe I'll put that money towards Red Sox stuff. In the beginning, if I keep making sales like this, I want to keep getting more inventory, because the more you have for selection, the more you can sell. So I'm being very smart. Am I going out and buying a 5,000 card box of 87 and 88 Topps cards? No. I know those aren't going to sell. I'm sticking to brand new stuff as it comes out, trying to buy large lots, insert lots, refractor lots, whatever, colors. And that's what I'm being successful, because I'm getting tons of orders on that stuff. And rookie cards. People are specking on rookies, so, you know, that's what I'm doing. So I apologize for the long video. I thank you for watching it. If you're still watching it with me, thank you so much. If you're on Instagram, check me out on Instagram. It's Dan's Cards 1974. I've only made a couple of videos. They only give you 60 seconds. I don't know if you have to have so many followers or, you know, so much experience on the site to get more time, but basically, if you've never made a video on Instagram, you hit record and it starts to count down from 60 to 0, and I actually have the option for 30 seconds too. So that's all I have for time right now, which is good, because I would probably ramble on. So anyway, check me out. Maybe I can help you with your own collection. With a little PSA. Like I said, I'm going to do a separate YouTube page for pickups, because I'm just going to do videos on, okay, hey, I picked up, you know, 500 2021 Topps Series 2 cards today and about 50 inserts. Check out the site if you're looking to complete your set, looking for singles, whoever. Specking on a rookie, and I got 5 of them, you know, hey, check me out. So I thank everybody for your continued support with this page, and I'm definitely not quitting Red Sox collecting. I'm just taking a little bit of sidetrack right now with this, but I'm having so much fun, and boy, this is the most fun I've had in the hobby. So For those of you who are lucky enough to be going to the National, that's about a week and a half away, so I really am looking forward to seeing a lot of videos from there. I know there's going to be a ton of media coverage on it this year, and I'm so excited to watch the videos and watch everybody individual videos, about their experiences there and seeing people getting together and stuff. So really jealous of that. And with this venture, I really kind of wish I was going, because I probably could pick up a lot of stuff to resell, but when you're having to fly somewhere, it's not really convenient to be buying bulk cards like I'm buying on eBay right now. And but I get them in, I get them sorted, I get them on the site, and that's what I got to keep doing. Space is going to become an issue soon enough. I bought a couple racks. I cleaned out a little storage room that I had, and I'm using that right now. But if I continue to add cards at the pace that I'm adding them, and I'm selling good, space is going to become an issue. So I might have to rearrange some things in some of these rooms to put some extra racks up, because it's not real convenient where I have them. It's really hard to work out of. It's very tight, so I have to take the boxes out and sort out of there. So anyway, I've got 9 orders to fill, and it's 8:12, so I got to get to it, because I got to be up at 4:45 tomorrow. Back to work. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm at almost 27 minutes. I apologize, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope to do another video here soon. And I will, once I do get my other YouTube channel going, I will let everybody know, because I'm very thankful for the support I've gotten on this channel as well. And like I said, I'm not getting rid of this channel. I just may be posting a little bit less, because I just haven't been buying as much Red Sox stuff. I have picked up about 20 cards from these lots that I'm buying of cool inserts and parallels. So that's been a bonus too, because I can get them a lot cheaper this way. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking in there with me tonight, and take care, everybody.